What's going on, my friend? It's Bryant, and I'm back with another video. So, you read the title already, you know what it is, and I'm really happy to be sitting down and filming this today. Like, it feels familiar in the best way possible, but at the same time, new. As you can probably tell, today is going to be a plan with me, but I'm also trying to be a little bit more conversational. Um, so, um, I've not been filming and playing with me for quite a few months now. Not because I didn't like filming them anymore, not because I didn't want to do it, but because life just got really busy. I mentioned at the beginning of my last vlog, I did a little bit of an update and let you guys know what was going on. But yeah, business got really busy. I was in my busy season, running things all by myself and alone. I feel like emotionally things were heavy, and I just really needed to give myself permission to step back a little bit. Coming into 2026, though, I knew I wanted to come back to this, so I just gave myself that deadline. But I just wanted to show up in a way that felt a little bit more honest and kind of sustainable for where I am now and the direction that I want to go this year. So moving forward, I want these Plan With Me videos to feel a little bit more like a podcast. Um, and just kind of share a little bit more like reflection, if that makes sense. So like each video will have like a primary topic. I'll talk a little bit about what I have going on for that current month and just kind of what I'm planning to use, my tools, stickers, anything that I plan to use in the Plan With Me video, but not making that the full video. So I have like some kind of topic to go along with it. So I feel like it's something that I wanted to feel like you can listen to while you're planning alongside of me, or even just like playing in the background while you go about your day. I wanted the audio or my voiceover and the video to kind of coexist, but I also wanted it to be or feel like it could be its own separate thing. So yeah, you'll see the video of me like planning out my month, and yeah, you'll hear the audio of what I'm saying, but I also wanted each to have its own separate lane. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm just talking in circles at this point. But so this new format is what I'm trying for 2026. So I really want you to talk back to me in the comments and let me know what you think. Let me know what you like, let me know what you don't, what resonates, what you want more of, if this is a format that you want me to continue, or if it's something that you kind of want me to like hold back on. And let me know also, like, do you usually watch full Plan With Me videos, or do you mostly listen to them? Like, I want to know all of that in the comment section below, so you know what to do. But if this isn't your first time here, welcome back to the channel. But if you're new here, again, my name is Brian. I am a photographer working full-time in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm just here documenting my journey of creating a life worth living, whether that be spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. And a large part of that journey for me is being intentional or active in my planner, actually writing things down, setting goals, and being intentional about how I spend my time in order to create a life worth living. So if you like the sound of that, then you know what to do. Before we get deep into planning, I just want to talk a little bit about my planner setup for 2026. Now, I went into really great detail about this in my 2026 planner flip through, and you can go back and watch that video. But I am in a new size this year, and I am 100% loving it. I'm actually like finally using it, and it feels so good. So for a long time I was using my HP Classic setup from Carlton Paper since I started my planner journey, and I love that planner. And honestly, my setup this year is basically similar to what I've done in years past. Like, I have three main sections. I have like my intro section, which is like, you know, my the intro to my planner, as well as like my goal setting section. I have a monthly planning section and a daily or weekly planning section. And so I kind of kept that going this year. So again, it's pretty similar to what I did last year, but it's just in a different size. I really wanted to experiment with something a little bit more compact. So I wanted something that felt easier to carry, easier to open up, easier to actually use on a day to day. So I decided to size down to an A5 ring bound planner, and I gotta say, I'm loving this. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I keep saying that I love it. It still gives me enough space to brain dump, to be able to journal a little bit, to write down my daily affirmations, which is why I stuck with my Cloth and Paper 2026 dated daily inserts, because it just gives me the space that I need to write things out, but it feels a little bit more intentional, a little less overwhelming as it pertains to carrying it. So I love it so much. The only thing I wish is that Cloth and Paper would include 1.5 inch rings. That would be a vibe. The ones I have now are 1.25 inch, and they're great, but I just wish I had something a little bit bigger, just because I carry 6 months of my dated daily inserts in my planner, as well as like my divider tabs, my monthly inserts, my yearly overview inserts. And so it is a little tight right now. So I just wish I had just a smidge more space, but it's pretty good. Like I said, I actually went into more detail about this in my 2026 planner setup and flip through video. So if you want to hear all my thoughts, see all of the inserts and everything, and understand why I made certain choices, definitely go back and watch that video. I'll have it linked, or you can find it on my channel. But overall, this switch wasn't about downsizing my goals. It was just about making my planner work for my life where it is currently, and just trying something new and keep me excited. So yeah. What size are you using for 2026? Drop a comment and let me know. So when it comes to setting goals for the year, one thing that I plan on continuing with this year is approaching my goal setting using the 12-week year goal setting strategy. And I love it so much because it allows me to be able to set goals for a short period of time, as opposed to looking at larger goals for the end of the year. And it allows me to be able to just kind of stay on track with things. I feel like if I give myself 365 days to achieve something, I'm going to forget about it by day 30. Whereas opposed to doing a 12-week year goal, where I just feel like I just have 12 weeks to accomplish it, and it just feels a little bit more achievable. It feels a little bit more sustainable for me. So that's what I plan on continuing. And I had mentioned before, but I use the Cloth and Paper yearly overview inserts to map out my 12-week year goals, because each quarter, or each spread of those inserts, I am struggling through speaking right now, but each spread of those inserts contains 3 months, or roughly 12 weeks. And so I just like using these to map out my goals for the quarter. So for the first quarter, my goals are to finish and launch my first ebook. So I really want my first book, or my first ebook rather, to be about how I almost met my goal of making $100,000 in my second year of business, less than $10,000 of doing that. And I just feel like that's such a huge win for my business. I want to share like what my thought process is, because I'm not a tax advisor or an accountant, but I want to share kind of what my thought process was, how I actually did it, and what I could have improved on, because I know I could have done better. And so I just want to share all of that in the ebook format, and share a little bit more of that content within this first quarter. So that's what I'm working on right now. I want to get 12 YouTube videos up, which is basically 4 videos a month. I also want to work on my website SEO, and so I know with blogging I'm able to do that. And so I want to get up 6 blog posts that are SEO focused. I want to lose roughly 10 to 15 pounds within this first quarter, and I want to book 20 new clients, not returning clients, but new clients. And I want to do at least 1 brand campaign. So those are my goals for the first quarter. And then in terms of like breaking those goals down even further for January, what I'm gonna work on is 2 chapters a week for my ebook. So getting 2 chapters written a week, because I want to launch the ebook by the first week of February, and I finished my preface already. I love it so much, and so now I'm working on the first two chapters. I want to get 4 YouTube videos up in January, and then in terms of like focusing on cleaner eating, I want to do one like shake in the morning, one snack throughout the day, and then one meal in the evening. I've done that before. I'm focusing a lot, really heavily on getting my protein in. And so the only time or period that I was able to actually reach my protein goals is when I was following this exact strategy with what I'm consuming, and it worked well. Like I was able to drop weight super quick. I don't know why I stopped doing it. Like I stopped my Dinnerly subscription, which was the meal that I would have in the evening. I have a protein shake in the morning and a snack in the afternoon, and so like it worked for me. I was eating 3 times a day. I was consuming enough calories, and I just felt really good. But so I really need to assess what it was that kind of didn't work for me, but I guess I'll be using this quarter to redo that, so in real time. So I also plan to work out at least 3 times a week. I plan on getting 2 blog posts up um this month, as well as create job descriptions for some of the roles that I want to fulfill in my business. So like I know I need to bring on help this year, and so I'm working on building out some job descriptions for an assistant, for someone to help with managing my client workflows and my admin stuff and running my CRM. And I also want somebody to help with social media. So yeah, those are my goals for January. Can y'all believe that it's 2026? Like, that's crazy. I feel like 2025 went by so fast. Honestly, it's a little disrespectful. It almost feels unreal. The year flew by, but it also feels like we're in this like weird time situation where the year went by slow too. Am I the only one that feels like that? But all in all, the year just went by way too fast. But anyway, so January is usually a slower month for me. And it's really typical in my industry of photography. Normally, I kick off the start of the year with a large conference client where I photograph headshots for their entire management team. But this year, that conference is in Canada instead of here in Raleigh. So that piece of January looks different. And honestly, I'm okay with that for real. Now, mind you, that shoot is usually just a day. I usually photograph like 75 of their account managers within about a 2-hour period. We just do headshots, update everybody's headshots, and it's a really fun event to capture every year. I used to work for the company, so it's always great to go back and connect with them. But I just feel like I want to take on a little less work this month. And so I feel like that was taking enough off of my plate. Like right now, I only have about 5 sessions booked for January. And I'm really happy with that because, again, it kind of gives me time to pull back a little bit and really just focus on building some structure in my business, a little bit of clarity. Like my word of the year is intention. Like I'm just trying to be intentional with everything that I do. And so for this month, I really feel like I just want to map out my business, start adjusting some of my systems that I have in place. And I'm really asking myself what kind of life I want my business to support. Like not just in terms of like financially, but emotionally and physically too. So like one big thing for 2026 that I want to do is stepping more into doing photography education. Like I've had clients, I've had other photographers reach out to me and ask to either shadow me so they can learn a little bit more about photography, and I feel like it's time to like step into that lane a little bit. I've been a full-time photographer for so long now. Like I started my business back in 2013, and then I was full-time from 2013 up until 2018. Took about a 5-year break, hopped back into it full-time in 2023. And yeah, so and I've been rocking ever since, and I finally feel ready to kind of share a little bit more of what I've learned, but also not in a way that's like overwhelming to me. So I plan on sharing a little bit more photography content on my channel as well. I kind of want to show like all aspects of my life as it pertains to like running my business and being intentional with my planner, a little bit of lifestyle stuff. So this channel is gonna reflect a little bit more of that. So I plan on still sharing my planner content. I plan on doing lifestyle content, photography education content, or and just like behind the scenes of my shoots. And I want to have more real conversations about building a life that you don't really need a break from, because my God, I just feel like everything has been so heavy lately. But let me ask you, do you like seeing creators show multiple sides of their life, or do you prefer like one focused lane? Like I hear so often people say like niche down if you want to build an audience, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, but like what if the niche is like my life, and like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like every aspect of my life is kind of connected by the one central thread of creating a life worth living. So I just want I want to be able to create the type of content that I know you guys will enjoy consuming, and like content that feeds you, you know what I mean? I don't want to just be putting stuff out into the world just to be saturating the channel, or you know, trying to build quantity and always have something to upload. Like I really, like I said, intention is the word of the year, and I want to be more intentional about what I'm doing even with my channel. So drop a comment, let me know. I really feel like this first episode, or first plant with me, however you want to look at it, um I like the way it's unfolding in terms of like how like the conversation is just flowing. But I really feel like I should, if it's gonna feel a little bit more podcast style, that I need to um I need to create segments. So like of course, like I had my intro, then I gave a little bit of a life update, and then I talked a little bit about what I'm doing in my planner this month and what my goals were. And then I want to get into moving into like the main topic of the video, which is like the meat and potatoes of it. Um, just dropped my camera. Wow. Um, but I need help with doing it. I'm like, when it comes to naming segments or naming anything, it's really always really hard for me. So if you have any suggestions for those three sections, drop a comment and let me know. Or segments, sorry, let me know in the comment section below. But I kind of want to shift gears and get a little bit more into like my main topic of the day. And I really just started thinking about this within the last 2 weeks or so. But y'all, it's just so important, I feel like, to start scheduling a little bit more time to just have fun, or actually scheduling time off and being more intentional about your time. So I'm gonna shift into something a little bit deeper here, and I'm sorry if this is like trauma dumping, but just hear me out, right? So at the end of December, I lost my best friend Keisha. And even saying that right now doesn't even feel real. Like it's very, very fresh. And it's something that like took me by complete shock, and it's like I said before, it just doesn't feel real. But Keisha was one of those people who always was big on acknowledging people, showing up for people, making sure people felt seen without trying. And like she made you feel like valued simply by like her just always being present. Like it didn't matter what it was, whether it was a holiday, her showing up to my parents' house, and just hanging out with me and my family, showing up to like my niece's pageants and my nephew's football games. Like she was always around and just showing up for me. I can't tell you how many of my birthdays she saved. And if you go back and look at past vlogs, you'll see her all through them, because like she just was always big on showing up for people. Even when she got sick, she was diagnosed with well, I'm not gonna go into all of that, but even when she got sick, she still made it her mission to, on my birthday, send me a message or send me a gift. and just let me know she was thinking about me. She know how I get on my birthday. I'm so dramatic, and I cry every year on my birthday. And she was just really big on, even though she couldn't be there physically, just still showing up, and like that mattered so much to her. So, and again, it just feels really surreal, but losing her at this stage of life has been like incredibly hard. Like I'm 36 and I never imagined losing a friend this close to me so soon. And I just, over the past couple of weeks, I just been joking like, man, we had plans. Like we joked about growing old together, living on a compound, everybody getting a house and living close to each other just to be there for each other throughout like every stage of life, and like being able to go visit each other's house asking for cups of sugar, just like sitting on the porch in our rocking chairs, old, and like talking about memories of the past. So like I truly I truly thought we had so much more time together, but um and the realization that we didn't is really, I'm having a tough time like putting words to this, but I just feel like it's just, I don't know, it's just something that's like I feel like kind of changed me, you know what I mean? It's just been a short while, but it's definitely changed and opened my eyes on the way I want to moving forward. um and even though showing up for me, for people in my life has always been important to me, this loss feels like it kind of deepened that value even more. Like it made me want to be more present, more intentional, more consistent with the people that I love. And it's not even for guilt, because I know I'm a good friend and I know my friends feel that, but I'm just speaking from a place of like clarity, you know what I mean? So now I'm trying to intentionally plan around birthdays, around holidays, around moments that matter. As a photographer, I feel like it's really easy to justify working on holidays. I feel like in my experience over the years, I've noticed like families are together during the holidays. Like people are off work, people have free time, and that's when they want to take photos. But I really had to stop and ask myself, like, okay, but I also want to be around my family. I also want that time off. I also, want my to get my own photos done. You know what I mean? Like, when do I get that time too? And there were years that I worked on Mother's Day, Father's Day, even my own birthday. I shot a wedding on my birthday once, y'all. The wedding on my birthday, like worked the entire day. The couple was nice, and they sung happy birthday to me, but I was still working the whole day, you know what I mean? And over time I felt like constantly prioritizing my clients over my own life burned me out, you know what I mean? So I felt like there was a period of time, and that really led to, I mentioned earlier, I stopped running my business full time in 2018 because I there was a period when I needed a little grace from my clients. I was in the hospital for like a week straight, and I needed 2 weeks to recover, and I didn't receive the same care that I was given. And instead, I was met with complaints, refund requests, disappointment. And that experience changed how I relate to my business. Like I poured so much of my time and energy into my business during that time. And it really taught me that overextending yourself doesn't guarantee appreciation. It taught me how important it is to create your own energy, your time, and your joy, and quality time with people that matter. And yes, I love my business. I love my clients with all of my heart, but uh, you can't pour from an empty glass. And if you don't take the time to pour into yourself intentionally, there's no way to keep showing up fully for other people. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but like it's the truth. Like you have to do things that make you happy. You have to curate moments and memories of your own, because pouring so much into like your job, into your career, and to these the goals even that you set for yourself, can really get in the way of you spending time with the people that you love and the people that you care about. And so I love for you to think about this, or answer this for me rather. What's one thing you want to be more present for this year? And what's one boundary that you know you need to set, even if it feels uncomfortable? Like for me, I would just want to be more present on holidays. Just even if I'm just focusing on this year alone, I just want to be more present on holidays. I want to spend more time with my family on days like their birthday and holidays. And I feel horrible that I have a short session scheduled on my niece's birthday. Um, and really that was oversight on my end, but like when I tell you I don't plan on doing that anymore this year, so I've already looked ahead. I blocked days off of my calendar just to make sure that at least on the day of the holiday that I'm off, um except for when it comes to Christmas, like I'm taking Christmas Eve off, absolutely, but I'm taking at least the holiday off, and I'm taking all of my close family friends birthdays off as well, because or the weekend leading up or before their birthday. Now, birthdays are kind of hard because sometimes birthdays fall during the week. And if they fall during the week, we usually celebrate like either the weekend before or after. So I really don't know until I know what their birthday plans are. But I'm just saying all that to say that time around their birthday, I'm going to take some time off of my calendar um, just to make sure that I'm a little bit more present. If someone has a trip they want to go on, I want to experience those things, and I feel like I owe it to myself to do that. You know, like I've worked so hard, especially last year, the end of last year specifically, and like I just want more time to myself to curate memories and to schedule more fun. So that's what I'm working on. And when it comes to a boundary that I know I need to set, and I know it's hard, that was a tough one for me. I guess it's the same boundary. I don't know. Anyway, um, so yeah, I'm just urging everybody to schedule more time for things that you enjoy. But if this conversation resonated with you, I'd love for you to stick around. Make sure that you're subscribed and your notifications are on so you don't miss any future videos. So scroll down the page, find the subscribe button, click that, find the bell icon beside that, click that so um you won't miss any of my updates. Check out the description box. You'll find links to all of my social media and my cloth and paper links. If you want to support the channel, you get a discount. I get a little bit of a kickback, and we all win. But that's it for this Playing With Me video / podcast / I don't really know what to even call this at this point. But anyway, I just want to thank you guys for spending time with me, for just playing with me. And until next time, I'm out. Bye.